Om Shanti, 28th June 2023, Baapdada Sakar Murli. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, in order for you to become charitable souls now, imbibe the teaching of the Supreme Teacher. Settle the accounts of your sinful actions with you. Question: why and when do some children develop doubt about the most beloved Father? Answer: when children become influenced by what others say or when they are influenced by bad company, they develop doubt. When they leave here, they leave behind the things they have heard here. They forget to such an extent that they don't even write news of their well-being. They neither go to class nor study the Murli. This is why Baba says, children, be very cautious about the influence of the company you keep. Don't be influenced by what others say. Song: take us away from this world of sin to a place of rest and comfort. Om Shanti. The Supreme Teacher is running this school. It has been explained that He is the Supreme Father and also the Supreme Teacher. You belong to the Father. It is at this time that the Father sustains you children and also becomes your teacher and teaches you. You are now living in this world of sin. So, He is giving you teachings in order to take you to the world of charitable souls. This is the world of sinful souls. It is Maya, Ravan, who makes you commit the most sin. The greatest sin of all is to make one another impure. It is in the purified Father's part to make you souls pure for 21 births. When people say, "Oh God, the Father," they definitely raise their eyes upwards. Then they say that God is omnipresent. The Father explains that Maya, Ravan has made everyone's intellect impure. Everyone remembers God because they know that this is a land of sorrow. Even sages and holy men understand that this is the world of sorrow. This is why they make a spiritual endeavor to go to the land of peace. The people of Bharat want to go to the land of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is loved the most. However, the residents of Bharat do not know when he came or what he did when he came. The Father says, there is not a single pure charitable soul here. Even though they continue to give donations and perform charity, it doesn't mean that they become constantly happy and peaceful. They only receive temporary happiness. There cannot be constant peace in this land of sorrow. Peace doesn't exist in any home. There is one quarrel or another happening. This is why people call out to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Baba, take us somewhere else, away from this world of sin. Some want to go to the land of Nirvana. However, they could only go there if they knew about it. They could only go there if they knew that place of residence. Suppose you are going on a picnic or you say that you want to have a picnic at a particular place. You could only go there if you knew that place. Human beings want to go to paradise, but they don't know how to get there. When someone dies, they say, left for the heavenly abode. Surely he must have been in hell. They even so, O purifier, come and purify us. You are pure in heaven. Because this world is impure, people continue to sing, O purifier, come. However, they don't understand. They have their own intoxication. They are praised so much. When an important person dies, they do so much and give him a lot of praise. You now understand that you are sitting with the Father. He is the highest on high. Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Brahma is the second number. That one is the spiritual father and this one is the physical father. Baap and Dada are combined. Baba says, this is a world of sorrow. The Father has come to make it a land of happiness. At this time, He is sitting here in the form of the teacher. Later, he will take us back with him. Therefore, he is now making you children worthy. I will definitely take everyone back with me. You understand that we souls used to reside in the land of Nirvana. A soul cannot rule a kingdom when he is separated from a body and peaceful. Only while in a body can he rule a kingdom. Firstly, everyone must definitely return to the sweet home, and so sweet Baba is definitely needed to take you there. The father explains, O people of Bharat, I too take birth in Bharat. I have now come in Bharat. You don't even know when the father first came and changed Bharat from a beggar to a prince. You also celebrate my birth. You celebrate the night of Shiva. Then comes the birth of Shri Krishna. Until the birth of Shiva takes place, how could the birth of Shri Krishna take place? The birth of heaven and the destruction of hell have to take place. It is only Shiv Baba who can bring about the birth of heaven. Shri Krishna cannot do that. You sing praise of Shri Krishna that he is a master of paradise, but what about the biography of God Shiva? No one knows about that. You have now come to know it. Nowadays, Shiv Jayanti has no value. The expression Shiv Jayanti has disappeared. Even in the Trimurti, instead of Shiv Jayanti, they use the term Trimurti Brahma. The father explains everything and at the same time he says, children, this drama is eternally predestined. There is the path of knowledge for half a cycle and the path of devotion for half a cycle. It is half and half. Now, those people say that the golden and silver ages last for hundreds of thousands of years, but they show the duration of the Iron Age to be much shorter. Therefore, how could it be half and half? They have made the duration of the golden age very long, but they say that the Iron Age is 40,000 years. Therefore, it is not half and half. In that case, when did the path of devotion begin? The kingdom of Ram and the kingdom of Ravan are half and half. The duration of the whole cycle is 5,000 years. There is importance given to the four equal parts. In Jagannath Puri, they cook rice in a pot which divides it into four parts. Four parts have also been shown in swastika. They draw a sign which is called Ganesh swastika. All of that is the paraphernalia of worship. The Father says, your accounts of sins are now being settled and you are accumulating your account of charity. The more you remember me, the more your sins will be burned away. You will then become charitable souls. People go to bath in the Ganges in order to become pure. But when they go home, they become impure again. However, no one else can explain any of this. After all, the Father is the Father, all the rest are brothers. In terms of souls, all are brothers. A brother cannot receive any type of inheritance from a brother. An inheritance is only received from a father. There is only the one Father, and He is combined with this one. That one is the Father of our souls, and this one is Prajapita, the Father of people. You now know that we are going from this world of sin to a land of happiness. By following Srimad, you become elevated, that is, you change from Brahmins into deities. The caste only apply to Bharat. The caste are not associated with other religions. There is the Brahmin clan, then the deity clan, the warrior clan. So they go all around. You cannot bring others into these clans. These clans are also known in the variety form image. The Brahmin clan is the godly clan into which you children come and belong to the Father. You BKs are the children of Prajapita Brahma. Christ is the corporeal father of the Christians. However, the spiritual father of all souls is one. That incorporeal father comes and takes a corporeal body on loan. They worship the wooden slippers that they say belong to Sri Krishna. Shiv Baba says, neither do I have feet, nor do I wear wooden slippers. How could I make you mothers bow down at my feet? The father understands that all you children are very tired. He comes and removes the tiredness of you children. There is no question of tiredness in the golden age because you have been repeatedly bowing down and rubbing your foreheads on the ground. Your heads have become empty. All of that has been a waste of time and a waste of money. The father says, I made you children very wealthy. I am making you that again. Each version is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees. Bharat has become so poverty stricken. No other place becomes as insolvent. Some people are wealthy, whereas the government has to keep taking loans. They invent various ways of taking loans. The poor, helpless government of Bharat has forgotten everything. Those who were the masters and the worthy of worship have now become worshippers. You now understand that you definitely were deities, the masters of the world. At this time, you are godly children, the jewels of the Brahmin clan. You are to go to the deity clan. You will then go through the warrior, merchant, and Shudra clans, and you will then become Brahmins again. You understand the meaning of Hamso. However, they say I, a soul, and the Supreme Soul. They have sunk their own boat. Human beings don't even know where heaven is. They say that so and so has gone to reside in heaven or that the light has merged into the light. They have made souls mortal. Their intellects are foolish. The drama is fixed in this way. When the war begins, they will cry out in distress. It will be your Brahmin children who see those scenes, and only those of you are firm. Serviceable children will be able to watch those scenes. Visions will be seen from the mountains. You may have seen a play in which destruction takes place and there is fire all around and there is torrential rain and they can't get any grain. It is said that destruction takes place when Shankar opens his eye. That is just a saying. There is no question of opening the eye. This is destined in the drama. The Father comes and makes the world new. The world of now being transformed. Although you are making effort for the new world, Maya is still very powerful. Souls belong to such a father and then leave him. They go away and defame him. There were very good children who are no longer here. Anyone who has a beloved father or a beloved husband would surely write to him every week. A child will write a letter to his father about his well-being. However, when some leave here, Maya catches hold of them by their nose. Maya slaps the wealthy ones, not the poor ones, with great force. Baba will not mention any name. They come to Baapdada and do so much service. But when someone says something to them, they develop doubt and leave. They neither write a letter nor go to class and they are finished. When a baby receives punishment in a womb, he says, I will never become a jailbird again. Let me out. Then, when he comes out, he becomes influenced by bad company and goes back to what he was. Similarly, when they go home from here, they are finished and they leave behind the things they heard here. There is great pleasure here. There are no friends or relations, etc. here. However, when they go back to their Shudra clan, Maya drags them away. Maya, you're so powerful that you make me forget to have remembrance. Even this knowledge is forgotten. That same Father is now teaching you in the form of a teacher. Human beings consider God to be Dharamraj. They say that as well as giving happiness, God also causes sorrow. Sorrow means punishment. The Father says, I do not cause sorrow. Firstly, it is Ravan that causes you sorrow, and secondly, Dharamraj gives you punishment in the jail of a worm. He gives you a vision of all the sins you have committed. In the golden age, a womb is like a palace, or it can be called an ocean of milk. Shri Krishna is shown sucking his thumb with great pleasure while sitting on a peepal leaf in an ocean of milk. That represents the ocean of the womb. In the Copper Age and Iron Ages, a womb is like a jail where a soul experiences a great deal of punishment for his sins. It is the kingdom of Maya. For 63 births, souls have to enter a jail-like womb, and for 21 births, they live in great comfort in a palace-like womb. They do not perform any sins for which they would have to cry out in sorrow. The Father, the teacher, and the Satguru is explaining this to you. You understand that you too were Buddhas and that you are now becoming sensible. Human beings become impure and then only once does the Father come to purify them. You children have now become spinners of the discus of self-realization. They do not know the meaning of the cycle. They believe that a war took place between the Pandavas and the Kauravas and that Sri Krishna spun a discus to destroy everything. So many tall stories have been written, but nothing like those happened. We have received the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world cycle. By becoming spinners of the discus of self-realization, you become emperors and empresses, the masters of the whole world. The subjects are also masters there. The subjects say that they too are the masters of Bharat. As are the king and queen, so the subjects. However, there is a difference between the king and the subjects. Everything is now understood from how much you study. Acha, to the children who are changing from impure to pure, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Baapdada, the one who changes impure souls to pure souls. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children in return to the spiritual father says good morning, namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you so much, Baba. Essence for Dharana. Point number 1. In order to go to the sweet home, become very, very sweet. Never become influenced by bad company and forget the Father. Never create any doubts. Point number 2. In order to be able to watch the final scenes of destruction, become a firm Brahmin and serviceable. After belonging to the Father, don't defame him. Blessing. May you become an elevated effort maker and claim number 1 by using the blessing of having a divine intellect and a spiritual vision. May you become an elevated effort maker and claim number 1 by using the blessing of having a divine intellect and a spiritual vision. Explanation to this. At both, every Brahmin shall receive the blessing of a divine intellect and a spiritual vision. This blessing is the foundation of Brahmin life. Each number is given on the basis of these two things to you, the confident aged effort markers. To the extent that you use these in your thoughts, words, and action, you accordingly claim a number in the front. By using your spiritual vision, your attitude and actions automatically change. By making the right decision with your divine intellect, you yourself, service, relationship, and connections become accurate and powerful. Slogan. There will be a sparkle of spirituality in your features when you have inculcated purity into your thoughts, words, and actions. There will be a sparkle of spirituality in your features when you have inculcated purity into your thoughts, words, and action. Acha, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.